Hello. So good afternoon, everyone. So today we'll see the example which we have seen in last lecture. Okay. So here what is given? One volume is there. Okay, which is nothing but one rectangle. It is specified as its x is varying from 1 to 2, y is varying from 2 to 3, and z is varying from 3 to 4. Okay. Then, if this d bar is equal to 4x a bar x plus 3y square a bar y plus 2z cube a bar z coulomb per meter square. So we have to find the charge enclosed in this volume. So it is given by the Gauss law. It defines this charge q is equal to closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar. So we considered all six sides of this rectangle, that is front, back, top, bottom, left, and right. So we have to find this d bar dot ds bar for all the sides. For all the sides. So if we consider the front side only, okay. So for this front side, okay, if you can see my pointer, so see here, this is your front side where this perpendicular vector is a bar x, which is in positive x direction. Okay, so d bar is the given equation, then d bar dot ds bar. Okay, so for differential surface area for the front surface is dy into dz. Okay, dy into dz. Then unit vector is plus a bar x. So their dot product here for front side d bar dot ds bar is equal to 4x dy dz, and at x is equal to 2 because because this x is varying from 1 to 2. From 1 to 2. So 1 is your back side, and for front side it is equal to 2. Okay. Then you can consider this for the back side. Okay, that is d bar dot ds bar is equal to 4x. Okay, again you can take the dot product of this d bar and ds bar. Now d bar is this given equation, and ds bar, as we are considering backside, we are going in negative x direction. Therefore unit vector is minus a bar x, and differential surface area will remain same, that is dy into dz. Okay, but there x is equal to 1. Okay, for backside x is equal to 1. Then you can similarly consider this d bar dot ds bar for the left side and right side. For left side, so your y component will be present as this ds bar is equal to dx into dz. For y side, your perpendicular vector is a bar y, right? A bar y. But if you consider the left side, you are going in minus y direction. Therefore, it is minus a bar y. Okay. Uh, so if you take the dot product, you are getting minus 3y square dx dz, and for left side y is equal to 2. Similarly, if you consider the right side, you are going in positive y direction. So it is plus 3y square dx dz, and y is equal to 3. Okay. Similarly, for top side, we have seen that the perpendicular vector is z. Therefore, if you go in positive z direction, so that is for the top surface. So it is 2z cube dx and dy. Okay, here z is perpendicular vector and z is equal to 4 for the top surface. And for bottom surface, z is equal to 3. And you are going in negative z direction. Therefore, it is taken as minus a bar z. Now we have to add all these to find the closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar, which is equal to, when your for front side it is 4x dy dz, when x is equal to 2. So variables are y and z, and this y is varying from 2 to 3 and z is varying from 3 to 4. So the integration is taken. Similarly, for backside, x is equal to 1. So it is minus 4x dy dz, and again y is varying from 2 to 3, z is varying from 3 to 4. Similarly, you can take for left side. For left side, your y is equal to 2, right? Y is equal to 2, and the equation is minus 3y square dx dz. Now here x is varying from 1 to 2 and z is varying from 3 to 4. Plus for the right side, it is plus 3y square dx dz, and for right side y is equal to 3, and here x is varying from 1 to 2, z from 3 to 4. So similarly, you can write equations for the top side and bottom sides. Okay. So just solve this integration. So here you can see the closed integral of d bar dot ds bar is equal to 4. Now x, what is x for front side? X is equal to 2 into, what is integration of dy? dy is y, and this y is varying from 2 to 3. Its limits are from 2 to 3. Similarly, integration of dz is z. It is varying from 3 to 4. Okay. Then minus 4. X is equal to here 1. Okay, so 4 into 1. Then integration of dy, y varying from 2 to 3, and z from 3 to 4. Okay, so here put. Then minus 3 y square. Y is equal to 2 here. So minus 3 into 2 square into x varying from 1 to 2, and into z varying from 3 to 4. Okay, then plus 3. Y is 3 here. So 3 into 3 square. Then x from 1 to 2. Then z from 3 to 4. Okay. Here it is given 3 square, x from 1 to 2, and z from 3 to 4. Then for next 2 z cube. Z kite 4. So it is 2 into 4 cube into x from 1 to 2, and y from 2 to 3. Okay. Then minus 2 z cube. Z kite 3. So it is 3 cube into x from 1 to 2, and y from 2 to 3. So just to put limits and everywhere, just solve this now. 4 into 2, then put the limits here as first 3 minus 2, 4 minus 3. Okay, that everywhere the difference will be 1 there. Okay, so just do the calculations here, and you will find the answer as this q is equal to closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar, which is equal to 93 coulomb. So you can solve this, you can verify this whether it is coming or not. Then we have to verify here the divergence theorem. So what divergence theorem states? This closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar is equal to volume integral of rho v dv, and this rho v is nothing but del dot d bar. So we have to take this del dot d bar first, because here we find the left hand side. So we have to find now the right hand side, that is volume integral of del dot d bar into dv. Now del dot d bar is nothing but the divergence. So this del dot d bar is equal to dabba upon dabba x of this vector dx, then dabba upon dabba y of dy plus dabba upon dabba z of dz, as we are using the Cartesian coordinate system here. Okay, so you should know all these formulae here. Now we know this vector d bar. D bar is already given. We have to compare this vector with, as we are writing vector a bar as a bar x plus a bar y plus az a bar z. Likewise, we have to write this vector d bar as dx a bar x plus dy a bar y plus dz a bar z. If we compare these two equations, we get values of dx, dy, and dz. So put this in equation of this del dot d bar. So this del dot d bar is equal to dabba upon dabba x of dx, and this dx is equal to 4x plus dabba upon dabba y of dy, and this dy is equal to 3y square plus dabba upon dabba z of dz, and dz is equal to 2z cube. Okay, so just take the partial differentiation here. So this del dot d bar is equal to 4x with respect to x is only 4. Okay, then of 3 derivation of 3y square is 6y, and derivation of 2z cube will be 6z square. Okay, so we get here del dot d bar. Then the remaining term is dv. dv is nothing but differential volume. differential volume in Cartesian coordinate system. We have seen differential volume for Cartesian system, cylindrical system, and spherical. As we are using here Cartesian, this dv is multiplication of all differential lengths, that is dx, dy, and dz. Okay, dx, dy, and dz. So here this is volume integral of del dot d bar into dv is equal to del dot d bar का है 4 plus 6y plus 6z square. Okay, now into dv. dv is dx, dy, and dz. Okay, so we have to take the integral for this x, y, and z. Now x is varying from 1 to 2, y is varying from 2 to 3, and z is varying from 3 to 4. So simply take the integration. First, for this x term, is there any x term here? No, in this equation, no x term. So we can take this as a common, and integration of dx will be x, which is the multiplication to all these terms. So it is x, which is varying from 1 to 2. Okay, then we can take the integration of this dy. Now here is one y term, that is 6y. Okay, so just multiply in this whole bracket. So integration of this term, that is 4 plus 6y plus 6z square into dy will be it will be 4y. It is 4y. Okay, plus 6 y square upon 2, right? 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 here. Okay, then 6z cube divided by 3. Sorry, here no y term. So here only 6z square y will be there. Okay, when you are taking with respect to z, then you can take this. Okay, so into dz, the remaining term, and this y is varying from 2 to 3 here. So we have to put the limits of this y term first. Okay, and integration from z is equal to 3 to 4 of this dz, and this whole term will be there. So we'll first put the limits for this y term here. It is 4 into y is varying from 2 to 3. Therefore, it is 3 minus 2 plus 6 divided by 2 is 3 into y square. Okay, y square means it is 3 square minus 2 square. Okay, then plus z square will be as it is, and y from 3 to 2. Therefore, it is 3 minus 2 into dz. Okay, so if you solve this term, okay, then what you get? It is 4 plus 3 square 9 minus 4, that is 5 into 3, 15. Okay, so it is 4 plus 15 plus 6 z square into dz you are getting. Now again integrate with respect to dz here. So this term will be 19 plus 6 z square into dz. So if you integrate, then you are getting 19z plus 6 z cube divided by 3. Okay, and limits are from 3 to 4. Okay, so 19 z is varying from 3 to 4. So it is 4 minus 3 plus 2, that is 6 divided by 3, and z cube is 4 cube minus 3 cube. So if you solve this, you are getting 93 coulomb again. Means here we are proving that your left hand side is equal to right hand side, or we are verifying here the divergence theorem. Okay, means by using divergence theorem you can verify your answer also. But in examination it is not necessary to solve this, but if they are asking, then you have to solve that. So I hope all of you got this example here. Okay, so we'll see the next part. Do you want example for homework? You can take this. Evaluate both sides of divergence theorem for given d bar is equal to, for given d bar is equal to 2xy a bar x plus x square a bar y. Okay, coulomb per meter square. D bar is given, and for the region defined by, x varying from 0 to 1, y varying from 0 to 2, and z is varying from 0 to 3. So you can apply the same things here and find the answer. Okay. Now we'll see the important point. Next important point is, yes, it is energy of moving charge. Energy of moving charge in an electric field, or it is also called work done. Actually, what happens here? Everyone concentrate. Everyone concentrate. So when we are considering one charge plus q, when we are considering one charge plus q, so that charge is producing its own electric field, right? That charge is producing its own electric field. Now, if we put one another test charge there, then it experiences some force. Okay, it experiences some force, and that force is given by this F bar is equal to Q into E bar. F bar is equal to Q into E bar. As we all know, the equation for electric field intensity. Actually, this electric field intensity is nothing but from Coulomb's law. We are finding electric field intensity. This electric field intensity E bar is nothing but F bar upon Q. We are moving that test charge. Okay. So it is F bar divided by QT. Okay. So we can write the equation for F bar as Q into E bar. Okay. Actually, what is here? Why this minus is taken? This F bar is given as minus Q into E bar. So why this is taken? Because we can take the example of our gravitational force. Okay. So सपोज एखादी वस्तू जर वरून खाली पडली तर दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ व्हॉट? दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ युअर ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स. ओके. सो फॉर that object, if you consider any object, when that object comes to the ground, because of the gravitational force, do you work for moving that object towards the ground? काही वर्क करता का तुम्ही? एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट वरून खाली पडला तर तुम्ही काही वर्क केलं का त्यासाठी, वरून खाली पाडण्यासाठी वगैरे, म्हणजे ग्राउंडला हे करण्यासाठी? का तो ऑटोमॅटिक ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्सने अट्रॅक्ट केलं? एनीवन प्लीज आन्सर. प्राजक्ता, रोल नंबर 2 प्राजक्ता. प्रतीक्षा, खडे प्रतीक्षा. अनमोल राउत, स्नेहल, रोल नंबर 30 स्नेहल. येस एनीवन? प्रीती. हाँ, ओके. वर्षा. So do you do any work in moving that object to the ground?
No.
Yes or no? No. Okay. Because it is attracted due to the gravitational force. But if you want to take that object in upward direction, do you have to do any work or not? Or if you want to pick that object, do you work or not? So for picking that object, you have to do the work. ओके. म्हणजे एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट आहे तर तो ग्राउंड कडे जाण्यासाठी त्याला ऑलरेडी ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स आहे. विदाउट डुईंग एनी वर्क दॅट ऑब्जेक्ट इज गोइंग टू दॅट ग्राउंड. ओके. पण ग्राउंडवरून तुम्हाला म्हणजे जमिनीवरून एखादी वस्तू उचलायची असेल, ओके, ती वरती न्यायची, तर तुम्ही इज देअर ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स? नो ना. ओके, यू हॅव टू डू द वर्क देअर. ओके, तुम्हाला वर्क करायचं आहे कशासाठी? तर तो ऑब्जेक्ट वरती उचलण्यासाठी, बरोबर. तर तुम्ही काय करता एक्झॅक्ट? तर जो ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स आहे, ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल फोर्स जो आहे, जो ग्राउंड कडे अट्रॅक्ट करतोय, त्याच्या अपोजिट डिरेक्शन मध्ये तुम्ही फोर्स अप्लाय करताय, बरोबर ना. त्याच्या अपोजिट डिरेक्शन मध्ये तुम्ही फोर्स अप्लाय करताय, की जेणेकरून ती वस्तू तुम्ही उचलताय. ओके, सो that is also force. Okay, and that force is given by F bar is equal to minus Q into E. Okay, F bar is equal to minus Q into E. And the component of force along distance dl. Okay, आणि जेवढ्या डिस्टन्स साठी तुम्ही that force you are applying, that is given by Q into E bar dot dl bar. Now you are doing that work. Okay, so that work done is the differential work done, and it is given by, okay, so that is dw, and this dw is equal to minus Q E bar dot dl bar. सो तुम्ही काय वर्क केलं? तर ते जे काही फोर्स आहे, तर त्याच्या अपोजिट मध्ये तुम्ही फोर्स अप्लाय केलं, बरोबर. सो मीन्स यू डिड द वर्क. ओके, यू डिड वर्क, and that work is given by dw, which is equal to minus Q E bar dot dl bar. सो इथपर्यंत समजलंय का सगळ्यांना? येस ऑर नो? येस ऑर नो? यू अंडरस्टँड द कॉन्सेप्ट हिअर ऑर नॉट? प्रशांत? येस. सचिन? आकांक्षा? समजलंय का? येस ऑर नो? स्वप्नाली?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we are doing this work, means we are moving that object, we are picking that object from one point to another point, from one point to another point. So this total work done is given by total work done W is equal to integration of dW, and it is equal to integration from initial position to final position of this Q into E bar dot dl bar. So total work done W is equal to minus Q, and this is a constant, that charge is constant. Okay, so this W is equal to minus Q integration from initial position to final position of this E bar dot dl bar in joules. This work done is measured in joules here. Okay, so this dl bar can be given in Cartesian, cylindrical, and spherical coordinate system. Okay, so we all have studied this, the differential lengths for all the three coordinate systems. Okay, then next point is the potential and potential difference. So can anyone tell me the definition of potential here? So what is mean by potential? Can anyone tell me? Yes. What is mean by potential? So potential means what? Suppose we are considering the 2-point charges. Okay, consider here the 1-point charge which is equal to A, which is placed at point A, and another point charge is placed at point B. Okay, is placed at point B. Okay, suppose I move this charge A, I move this one charge from point A to point B. Okay, point A to point B, then I'm doing some work. Okay, I'm doing some work. That is nothing but potential. So this potential is defined as the work done in moving any charge from one point to another point. Okay, that is nothing but potential. So it is given by W divided by Q. W upon Q is equal to V. And we know W. So what is formula for W? W is equal to minus Q into integration from initial position to final position of this E bar dot DL bar, right? So we can write this V as V is equal to W upon Q, right? V is equal to W upon Q. So if I take this Q to the left side, I'm getting V. So this V is equal to, so here you can compare the equations. Actually, if I take this W upon Q, okay, then what is the equation? W upon Q is giving me the potential V, and it is equal to minus integration from initial to final of E bar dot DL bar. Okay, E bar dot DL bar. And this potential is measured in volt. Okay, or it is also measured in joules per coulomb. Now here they are asking two MCQ questions. Okay, remember in this only one equation there are two MCQ questions. They are asking the equation for potential V is equal to W upon Q, one equation, and also they are asking what is the unit of potential. All of you know the whole potential or voltage is measured in volts, or it is also measured in joules per coulomb, because your work is measured in joule and charge is measured in coulomb. So its unit is joule per coulomb. Okay, समजलंय का? What is potential? Yes or no? समजलंय का?
Yes.
Okay. Now next point is potential difference. Okay. Now for potential difference, what we are doing? We are considering one charge. Okay. Point charge is equal to plus Q. Now it will produce its own electric field in all directions. It will produce its own electric field in all directions. Now what I do? I consider one charge which is placed at position A. Okay. I consider one charge which is placed at position A, and this charge A is at a distance of RA from the charge plus Q. Okay, this A position is, or a charge which is placed at position A is at a distance RA from charge Q. Similarly, I consider another charge which is placed at position B. Okay, consider another charge which is placed at position B, and distance of this charge which is placed at position B from point charge Q is RB. Okay, दोन्ही मधला distance किती? RA and RB. Now we have to find the equation for potential. Actually, equation for potential is given by V is equal to minus integration from initial position to final position of E bar dot DL bar. Now we have to consider these 2-point charges, and we have to write the equation for potential difference here. Okay. Now here, what is E bar? E bar, all of you know, E bar is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square, right? It is the equation for the electric field intensity when we are considering the point charge. Okay, but why we consider this equation? Because we are considering the point charge here. We are considering point charge. Okay, so we can use this equation. But if the sheet charge is used, your equation is different. If you are using line charge, then your equation is different. Remember this. Okay, remember these terms. So now if this charge, so when we are considering this charge in a spherical coordinate system, so it's DL. Okay, I'm considering that this charge is placed in a sphere or in a spherical coordinate system. Therefore, its DL is given by, we are finding V, and V is equal to minus integration from initial to final of this E bar dot DL bar. Okay, E bar is Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square A bar R for the point charge. But we have to find now EL bar, DL bar. Okay. Now DL bar is different for different coordinate systems. So if we consider the spherical coordinate system, this DL bar is given as dr A bar R plus R d theta A bar theta plus R sin theta d phi into A bar phi. You can check this equation in spherical system also. Okay. So just put all these values, that is V, you will get the potential difference between these two points, that is point A and point B, which is given by VAB. So this VAB is equal to minus integration from initial position. So what is the initial position here? We are moving the charge from point B. You can see the direction. We are moving this charge from point B towards point A. Towards point A. समझता है ना? We are moving this charge from point B to point A. So what is your initial position? Initial point is at B. Then you are moving that point towards A. ओके, म्हणजे इनिशियल पोझिशन काय तुमची RB आणि फायनल पोझिशन किंवा फायनल डिस्टन्स काय असणार आहे RA. ओके, सो हियर, so it is equal to minus integration from initial position. Initial is RB and final is RA into E bar. E bar is Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R square A bar R dot DL bar. Okay. So write equation for DL bar here. Now we have to take the dot product. So what is the dot product? Here it is equal to minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is constant is taken outside, integration from RB to RA of. Now here A bar R dot A bar R is equal to A bar R dot A bar R is equal to 1 and correct. So your dr will be present here. Your dr will be present. Okay. So 1 upon R square here is taken inside. 1 upon R square into dr. Then A bar R dot A bar theta. A bar R dot A bar theta 0. Correct. And A bar R dot A bar phi
0.
0. Yes, it is already given here. Okay, no problem. So that's why only term dr will be present here. So you can take the integration of dr upon R square. So for integration, you have to take it in the numerator. So it is R raised to minus 2 into dr. So if you take the integration, then it is R raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 into you can directly put the limits. Then R raised to minus 2 plus 1 means R raised to minus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1. So it is minus 1 upon R and limit will be from B to A. Okay. So here it is already given. So you can take the integration here. So minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R raised to minus 1 upon minus 1 from B to A. Limits are from B to A. So it is minus minus plus minus Q and it is minus 1 upon R. That is plus 1 upon R. And just put the limits. So you will get the equation as VAB is equal to Q upon plus Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon RA minus 1 upon RB. Okay. And this potential is measured in volts or in joule per coulomb. Okay. So this is your equation for the potential difference. So remember this equation, it is frequently asked in examination. Okay. They are asking MCQ question is there, but they are asking sometimes the equation for potential difference, or they can ask you one example on that. Okay. So I'll provide notes. Okay. So our syllabus completion is important because for ISC there will be 2 chapters and we'll finish these 2 chapters before ISC. Okay, I will upload the notes of this second chapter also on Drive. So everyone just understand the concepts here. So we'll see one example. Okay, these examples are just here. Okay. We'll see one more concept, that is absolute potential, and then we'll see the examples. Okay. So absolute potential means what? Okay, absolute potential. So here what we are doing again, you can consider that there are 2 point charges and we are moving this point charge A from point A to point B. Okay, so when it is placed at, if the point A, when we are considering that point A is placed at a distance of infinity, okay, at a distance of infinity, then what can be the equation for potential difference? So actually the equation for potential difference is given as VAB is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into bracket 1 upon RA minus 1 upon in RBA. Actually it is 1 upon RB. पण point A कुठे place केलाय? What is the distance between this charge Q and point A? This point A is placed at infinity distance, okay, which is not measurable. So we can write it as 1 upon infinity. So 1 upon infinity is equal to 0. 1 upon infinity is equal to 0. Therefore, this VAB becomes only Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 RA. Okay. Similarly, if I put this point charge B at infinity, then uh, then again, म्हणजे हा पॉइंट जो आहे ए पॉइंट आपण इकडे घेतलाय, त्याचं डिस्टन्स किती असणार आहे आर ए, की जे मेजरेबल आहे. पण पॉइंट बी जर तुम्ही इन्फिनिटीला प्लेस केला तर काय होईल? सो इट इज व्ही अपॉन व्ही ए बी इज इक्वल टू क्यू अपॉन 4 पाय एप्सिलॉन 0 1 upon RB minus 1 upon RA. Okay. So again, it is 1 upon RA is RA distance is infinity. So the final equation will be Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 RB. Okay. So remember these two equations. So if means if any point is placed at infinity, if we place any one of the charge at infinity, then the general equation for potential can be written as, here we can write the general equation: potential V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R holds, or it is also measured in joule per coulomb. So remember, this equation is very important. So they are asking you the equation, they are asking you in potential, potential is proportional to 1 upon R square, R cube, just like they are giving you the equations. Okay. So you have to remember that when we are considering the electric field intensity, for electric field intensity, it is inversely proportional to R square. म्हणजे 1 upon R square आहे electric field intensity ला. If you find the force, coulombs, according to Coulomb's law, if you find force, that is also 1 upon R square. But for potential, it is only 1 upon R, remember. So it is V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R. So remember this equation. And this potential is measured in volts. Okay. So up to this point, any doubt? समजलंय का सगळ्यांना? Yes or no? समजलंय का? काजल, काजल, लखन वायदंडे, हर्षवर्धन, बाकी सगळ्यांना समजलंय का? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So if you understand the concept, you can solve the examples easily, and very simple examples are asked on this potential. Okay, so write down one example. Okay, this is not clearly visible, na? Okay, we'll take the next example. The same steps are there, no problem. Same formula you have to use there. So is this visible clearly? Okay. Now what is the question? They are asking, find the potential at RA is equal to 5 meter distance is given with respect to RB 15 meter due to a point charge Q is equal to 500 picocoulomb, 500 picocoulomb at the origin, and zero reference at infinity, and zero reference at infinity. Also calculate V5 and V15. Okay, so what they are asking first, we have to find the potential. Okay, we have to find the potential at RA and RB. Okay, so what is the formula for potential difference? VAB is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into bracket 1 upon RA minus 1 upon RB. Okay, so just to put all values here, just to put all values, put Q. Q is equal to 500 picocoulomb. Pico means what? Pico 10 raised to 10 raised to, what is pico? 10 raised to minus 12. Remember, it is 10 raised to minus 12. So what is nano? Nano, you have to multiply by 10 raised to Prajakta?
9.
Yes, correct. 10 raised to minus 9. Correct. Okay. So remember, if it is micro, then 10 raised multiply by 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. So it is given in picocoulomb. So it is 500 into 10 raised to minus 12 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Epsilon 0 is 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 into bracket 1 upon RA. What is RA? 5 meter, and RB is equal to 15 meter. So just solve this. Then you will get VAB is equal to 0.599. Okay, 0.599, which is equal to approximately 0.6 holes. Okay, then we have to calculate V5 and V15. V5 म्हणजेच काय? पॉइंट A वरती किती पोटेन्शियल आहे आणि पॉइंट 15 म्हणजेच पॉइंट B वरती किती पोटेन्शियल आहे. ओके, म्हणजे at these distances we have to find the potential. So VA, for VA formula will be Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 RA. So same formula, 500 into 10 raised to minus 12 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0, and RA is 5 meter. So find VA. Similarly find VB, which is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 RB. So put RB is equal to 15 meter only. Okay, now we can find, or we can prove that VAB, you have already studied it in network analysis. When we find, or in basic electrical also you studied that, if you find this potential difference VAB, this VAB is nothing but the difference between first and second points. Okay, that is VA minus VB, and VA is equal to 0.898 and VB is 0.299. So if you find the difference, then this VAB is equal to 0.599. That is approximately equal to 0.6 volts. Okay, so in this way you can prove, or you can find. Okay, so समजलंय का example? Any doubt? Anyone having any doubt? Okay, समझ, no doubt. Okay, so then we'll see the next point here, or I'll give you one, we'll see one more example here. So this example is asked in November 2015 for 5 marks. Okay, and just remember, whatever examples I have given in notes, these all examples are asked somewhere. Okay, जे examples question paper मध्ये विचारलेले आहेत तेच एक्झाम्पल्स तुमच्या नोट्स मध्ये आहेत, हे लक्षात असू द्या. किंवा जरी तुम्हाला एक्झाम मध्ये क्वेश्चन्स विचारले तरी ते जे एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत ते फक्त व्हॅल्यू चेंज असतील तिथे, पण एक्झाम्पल्स मोस्टली ऑलमोस्ट 90% एक्झाम्पल्स तरी ते नोट्स मध्ये आहेतच. त्यामुळे एक्झामला काही घाबरण्याचं कारण नाही. तुमचं सगळं कव्हर केलंय. नोट्स मध्ये जे आहेत त्याच्यातले खूप सारे पॉइंट्स युअर आउट ऑफ सिलेबस. आउट ऑफ सिलेबस म्हणजे काय? These are the contents beyond syllabus but which are necessary. Okay, if you check the syllabus, if you check your first chapter also, they are directly giving you the vector analysis. But in vector analysis, what they are asking. Okay, so all points are covered and very clearly these are covered. So if you refer notes, if you understand that, so no need to take any book also. Okay, you can refer books. I'm not saying that you don't refer, you can refer, but their notes are very easy in easy language. Okay, so we'll see this one example here. So consider an infinite line charge with density royal coulomb per meter along z axis. Okay, what is given? One infinite line charge is there. Okay, along z axis. बघा इथे डायग्राम, या z axis च्या along ला एक इनफायनाइट लाईन चार्ज आहे with density royal coulomb per meter. Obtain the work done if a point charge q is moved from a to b. Okay, point charge q कुठून मूव करतोय आपण? From a to b along a radial path. The radial path, along a radial path. So we are considering radial path. You can take in any direction. You can take in any direction. So here that path is taken as, here you can see we are moving this charge from r is equal to a. Okay, r is equal to a to r is equal to b. Okay, r कुठून स्टार्ट होणार? r will start from this line charge ना, कारण लाईन चार्ज कुठे? z ऍक्सिस वरती. ओके, लाईन चार्ज कुठे? z ऍक्सिस वरती. म्हणजे या पॉइंट पासून इथे एक चार्ज आहे, इथे कुठला चार्ज आहे? प्लस क्यू चार्ज आहे सपोज. ओके, आणि पॉइंट चार्ज आपण कुठून कन्सिडर करतोय? r इज इक्वल टू a या डिस्टन्स वरती एक चार्ज प्लेस केलाय आणि तो चार्ज कुठून कुठे मूव्ह करतोय? r इज इक्वल टू a पासून r इज इक्वल टू b पर्यंत आपण मूव्ह करतोय. ओके, सो त्याची डिरेक्शन दिली आहे, युनिट वेक्टर दिलाय. तर कशाच्या डिरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह करतोय आपण? तर r च्या डिरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह करतोय. Therefore unit vector is taken as minus a bar x. Okay, now what they are asking? Obtain work done. Okay, the work done चा फॉर्म्युला काय? W is equal to minus q into integration from initial to final of e bar dot dl bar. Okay, e bar dot dl bar. So here minus q integration from initial to final position of e bar dot dl bar. Now we have to write equation for e bar. So what is equation for e bar? E bar is equal to rho l upon 2 pi epsilon 0 r into a bar r. Now just tell me why I am writing this equation and not q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. If you are concentrating, if you understand this EME, you can tell the answer. Yes, Rani, Varsha, Preeti, Aishwarya, Chandana, Snehal, anyone answer me fastly because time is limited. Anyone?
Line charge is along with x-axis, so we can take on.
Yes. Because we are writing equation for line charge and for electric field intensity, equations are different for point charge, line charge, sheet charge, right? We derived all the equations. We have seen these derivations, right? So for line charge, equation for electric field intensity is E bar is equal to rho L upon 2 pi epsilon 0 R. Therefore, I am writing this E bar here, okay, into A bar R dot. Now DL bar, okay, DL bar means the differential length. So for this R, if you take the R coordinate in either cylindrical or in spherical, okay, either cylindrical or in spherical, it is dr into A bar R. Okay, now here we considered here is there any given? Okay, nothing is given. So you can consider either cylindrical or the spherical coordinate system. So here a cylindrical coordinate system is considered. So for that dl bar is given by this equation, that is dr A bar R plus R into d phi A bar phi plus dz into A bar Z. Okay. So here if you take this dl bar, okay, dot dl bar, if you take the dot product, actually when you take the dot product again, A bar R dot A bar phi and A bar R dot A bar Z will be 0 here. Okay, only A bar R dot A bar R term will be 1. Okay, so I'll write here as minus q into integration from. Now what is the initial position? Initial position is R is equal to A, and that point is moved from R is equal to A to R is equal to B. Therefore, final position is B into rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon 0 R into here A bar R dot A bar R is equal to 1. Therefore, only dr is there. Okay. Now, this rho L upon 2 pi epsilon 0 is constant. Therefore, it is taken outside. And integration of dr upon R is log of R. It is varying from A to B. Okay, varying from A to B. So we can write this equation as minus q rho L upon 2 pi epsilon 0 log of B minus log of A, or you can also write it as B upon A, and this work done is measured in joules. Okay, so समझले है? If you understand the question, you can solve. So what is necessary? Understanding of question is necessary, and which formula we have to use, that is also important. So remember all formulae. Again, I am saying you that you note all formulae on one page and you remind it every day. Every day you remind it, either in morning or at night. Okay, but you have to remember all formulae. And one more important point is here, that why I'm saying this remember formally, because last year only there was online examination for PS3. Actually, students were relaxed that there is an online exam, no problem. We are getting all questions from internet only. But the question paper of power system was such that it was 50% mathematical and no questions were available on internet. Okay, so some students having backlogs for that subject. That's why these people prepared, all these students prepared for EME. For whole same, I was saying that you prepare for formulae. Some students prepare, but some students were not prepared. They prepared after that PS3 paper. Okay, they revised all formulae, they noted and they reminded. So the EME result was good. No one was failed there. So if it is online, this is your condition. Okay, this is your condition. So for offline, it's worse than that. So it is always better to remind formally. Remember this formula. So prepare according to that, and practice is necessary. Okay, so I'm providing you notes. So you just have to refer that only and solve the problems. Okay, so for today, we'll stop here. Uh, Thank you all and have a nice day. Thank you.